Hello, good morning, good day, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you're listening to this, and welcome to this show. Now, the question is, how can we add, share, create, have, hold, and enjoy more positivity in life? That's what I'm going to cover today. I'm your host, my name is Flemming Schmidt, and welcome to the Positive Outcomes Show. Now, before I dive into today's topic, let me just share a few words about me so that you know where I'm coming from. As I mentioned, my name is Flemming Schmidt. I'm a proud dad. I'm a coach. And my journey started, almost 40 years ago now. But my real inner journey started when I went through a divorce almost 10 years ago, because that left me on rock bottom. That was a very dark period of my life, and I had the hardest time getting back up on my feet again. So if you find yourself in a situation where you feel stuck, where you feel lost, or it's just hard, maybe this podcast might serve you on your journey on your way back to life. Because what I found through mentoring, coaching, personal development, and looking in is a path back to a life that's full of joy, love, and courage, and I enjoy it every day. So if this might serve you on your journey towards improving yourself to become a better version of you, I hope it does. Okay, today is the question I got asked some years ago now, and it stuck with me because it's still relevant every day, actually. And this is the question. And it, by the way, it changed everything. It removed every distraction. I got very focused on that, and I worked for this ever since. Or I really try to focus every time. So what the question was, is this: what is the one thing that you could focus on right now that would make the biggest impact in your life? What is the one thing that you could focus on right now that would make the biggest impact in your life? Now, I don't know about you, but here's what happened to me. More often than not, I got an idea. And I was pursuing that idea, that dream, that goal. And I found myself finding another idea and another. I got a new idea, and I saw a shiny object. And then I thought that would be more important to pursue. And as I went along, another one popped up, and another one popped up, and another one. You know where I'm going? I got distracted very, very often. I was totally off track in regards to where I wanted to go. I ended up in places I had not foreseen. And some might say the universe is trying to show me something. And others are saying you're not focused enough. You should hold on to things even when it gets tough or difficult or scary. So I kind of backtracked my steps to, not the first one, but I backtracked myself, really connected to the one thing that could make all of the difference for me. And I hope this serves you as well. It's something everyone should do. For me, I had to focus on me. If I wanted to do something different, I needed to change. I needed to do something different. So the one thing that I could focus on that would make the biggest impact in my life was me. So I had to start to look in, recognize and find patterns that didn't support my outcome, that didn't support the goal that I had set for myself. So I was looking at my habits towards my health. I wasn't doing a good job at taking care of myself. And if I don't take care of myself, how am I expected to teach others how to take care of themselves, especially my kids? That one hurt for me. If I'm not good taking care of myself, how would I teach my children to take care of themselves? I couldn't. And regards work ethics or the habits that I had regarding to work, if something got difficult or scary or hard, I stepped away from the process. I refused to learn new. I refused to evolve. What kind of role model would I be in front of my kids if I step away from the scary stuff every time? I wouldn't be a very good role model. Not to my kids, not to my coworkers, not to my friends, not to my family. So I needed to look at that as well, the habits in regards to my work ethics and how I would deal with stuff. And that is the process of looking in. But when I was asked the question, what is the one thing that you could focus on right now that could make the biggest impact in your life? And immediately I was thinking of tasks outside my body. I could be better at calling friends. I could be better at running. I could be better at writing. I could be better at cooking. I could be better at anything else outside of my own body. I never looked in, but that's where you can make the biggest changes. That's what I found out. The biggest changes, the biggest impact you can have in your life is by looking in and changing yourself, changing your habits. Challenge yourself, get out of your comfort zone, get a different thought pattern installed in your mind. And no, it's not something that you can just pull out of a vending machine, eat a pill, and then automatically get your brain rewired. It's not how it works. And you got to work with yourself. You got to do the work because it's a learning process. And if you don't do the steps, you will never get there. If you just could, I've seen some movies where they have very creative thinking, and you can just put a chip in your brain, and all of a sudden you can speak fluently Chinese or fluently Russian or whatever language, a new language. But your brain hasn't learned that new task, and it's the process that's the most important learning phase. It's the process of going through things, because when it gets tough and you pull yourself through, you have a lot more confidence. You are a lot more, in control and secure about who you are and what you can do. And if you just get a chip and put that in your brain, the confidence level is not that high. Or for me, it's like a fake confidence. Because when we start to ask the real questions to people, most people get scared or they get stuck. They are not comfortable going to that place. And I think you know what place I mean. If that's the real, if I ask you a real question about yourself, about your life, how you treat yourself, how you look at yourself, I think most people would be scared to go there, or most people wouldn't be comfortable going there. It's a new territory. We are, all of us, we are so caught up in thinking about what others think of us, even though that we don't exist in somebody else's mind. I've met people that were almost obsessed with being stressed or frustrated about always considering what others would think of them. What is the neighbor saying? Or what are they saying in the store about me and behind my back? That kind of a thought pattern. And it's a very, very unhealthy thought pattern. And it's all happening inside of your head. It's not happening somewhere else. It's happening in your mind. And if you are struggling with this, let me ask you this then. What is the one thing that you could focus on right now that could make the biggest impact in your life? What is the one thing that could make the biggest impact in your life? I hope that you would agree that if you were to make changes, that you would start with yourself. Look in the mirror, really look in the mirror and start noticing how beautiful you are. What beautiful soul you have. What kind eyes. Smile to yourself. Reacquaint yourself with yourself. Say hi. How are you doing? Talk with yourself, but talk with yourself in good terms and positive notes. Don't start to talk yourself down. Talk yourself up. Do that every day, every morning from now on. Love yourself, like yourself, accept yourself. And then you start to understand yourself. So, ladies and gentlemen, what is the one thing that you could focus on right now that could make the biggest impact? For me, it was looking in and starting with myself. It didn't matter what I did outside of my body, what work I did, what influence I had, what friends I have, what task I was doing. I needed to look in to take care of myself mentally and spiritually. I needed to reacquaint myself. I needed to look in to make the biggest impact in my life. And from there, I then started to take care of my health. Again, physically, with exercising and eating, mentally, meditating, doing some yoga. And spiritually, I connected to what I believe is my true connection, and that's the universe with all its amazing energies. And we are all equal, living, breathing, beautiful souls here on this planet. And if we are on a journey together, let it be a journey where we improve ourselves and become a better version of ourselves. Because I believe if we, everyone, all were seeking to become a better version of ourselves, we could change the world. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is an amazing mission to be on, to change the world for the better. I hope you're with me. Anyhow, thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. Thank you for taking some time out of your busy schedule just to hear me babbling on about what goes on in my mind and how my experiences has helped me, and I've guided others as well. And I hope this has served you on your journey as well. So thank you for listening. I really appreciate you for doing so, and I really honor you for being on a path for becoming a better version of yourself. So thank you for that. Do your best, stay safe, be happy, and live your life fully. Take care.